What if the team most ready to win the next World Cup is hiding in plain sight? Not loudest favorite, not most hyped squad dominating headlines every week. Instead, a nation built quietly on structure, timing, and mentality. Portugal are not chasing belief anymore. They already have it. What they are chasing now is completion. And that idea alone challenges how many people see 2026 World Cup. Portugal stopped being a hopeful nation years ago, even if that label still follows them. The real turning point came at UEFA Euro 2016. That tournament was never about dominance or spectacle. Portugal won only one match in normal time before the final, yet they survived every knockout test. Croatia, Poland, and France all fell under relentless pressure. Those matches were tense, controlled, and mentally exhausting. And that tension is exactly where tournaments are decided. That run revealed something important. Portugal knew how to suffer. They stayed calm in extra time. They handled penalty shootouts without panic. They managed hostile environments where momentum changed constantly. These are not minor details. This is tournament intelligence. World Cups rarely reward the most stylish team. They reward the most composed one. You have likely seen matches where talent faded, but calm thinking endured. That mentality did not disappear after one summer. It continued in the UEFA Nations League, where Portugal defeated elite opponents in high-stakes matches. These were finals, one-match scenarios where a single mistake could end everything. Portugal showed comfort in moments where campaigns collapse for others. That composure is not accidental. It is built over years. When you look back at World Cup winners, how often do they look controlled rather than spectacular? As international football evolved, tournament demands evolved with it. Modern World Cups require more than a strong starting 11. 7 matches in 4 weeks expose thin squads quickly. Portugal now have depth across every line, and this may be most important change of all. Midfielders offer different profiles without disrupting rhythm. Attackers can be swapped based on opponent and match state. Earlier generations could not do this without consequences. Rotation protects legs and preserves form. It reduces risk when injuries and suspensions arrive, which they always do. World Cup champions usually rely on 18 to 20 players in meaningful minutes. Portugal can now do this without panic or improvisation. Recent champions all shared this trait. Depth was not optional, it was decisive. Think about how many tournaments turned on a single injury. Portugal are far better protected now. That depth fits perfectly with the age profile of the squad. Portugal are not too young, and they are not aging out. This generation sits in ideal window. Young midfielders already control matches at Champions League level. They are comfortable under pressure. They manage tempo intelligently. They recover quickly between games, which matters more than people realize during a long tournament. Alongside them are experienced leaders who have seen every scenario. Players who understand positioning instinctively. Players who know when to slow a match before chaos takes over. Players who manage emotional swings in knockout rounds, where control often matters more than tactics. This balance is rare. Teams built only on youth burn fast and fade. Teams built only on experience struggle with intensity. Portugal avoid both extremes. Tactical evolution strengthens this balance even further. Portugal no longer rely on a single plan. They can dominate possession when space is available, or sit deeper and counter when control becomes risky. They shift shapes without confusion. Fullbacks can push high or stay compact. Midfield lines adjust to opponent threats naturally. Nothing feels forced. This flexibility creates uncertainty for opponents. Preparing for one pattern is no longer enough. Over a tournament, unpredictability becomes a serious advantage. Teams that rely on one system often struggle when disrupted. Portugal have answers when plans break down. Modern tournaments reward teams that solve problems in real time. That adaptability often separates finalists from early exits. Supporting all of this is stability on the touchline, something international football often lacks. Continuity matters. Portugal benefit from calm leadership and long-term planning. The current coach has guided elite players deep into major tournaments before. He understands dressing room dynamics. He knows when to rotate and when to trust his core. Knockout football is about timing. Substitutions matter. Game management matters. Portugal show calm in these moments. Squad depth allows tactical changes without sacrificing quality. Stability allows players to trust instructions under pressure. Clarity wins matches. Many tournaments are lost to confusion rather than lack of talent. Then there is Cristiano Ronaldo, but not in the way many still imagine. He no longer defines Portugal by volume. He defines them by standard. His presence raises intensity in training. His habits shape professionalism. Younger players respond instinctively to that example. Reduced reliance on constant minutes strengthens the team. Portugal no longer pause when he rests. They function and flow. His role is now about decisive moments, late goals, leadership in tight games, emotional control in finals. That evolution makes Portugal stronger, not weaker. Does this version of leadership feel more dangerous than old dependency model? Another advantage often overlooked is freedom. Portugal rarely enter tournaments as loudest favorite. Media pressure shifts elsewhere. Expectations settle lower. Preparation becomes sharper. History shows underdogs often outperform favorites in knockout tournaments. Favorites carry fear. Underdogs carry hunger. Portugal operate naturally in this space. They play without panic. They recover faster from setbacks. Emotional freedom sharpens execution. Pressure often breaks teams more than opponents do. All of this is reinforced by experience with disappointment. Portugal know elimination. They have felt quarterfinal exits. They have lost semifinals. Those moments shape maturity. Near misses refine decision-making. Teams learn when to press and when to protect. Portugal are no longer learning how to win. They are learning how to finish. That distinction separates contenders from champions. Pain becomes composure. Failure becomes reference. Many great teams needed heartbreak before lifting trophies. Timing brings everything together. The 2026 cycle aligns perfectly. Player ages match physical peak. Tactical understanding is mature. There is no rebuild. There is no decline. Leadership and hunger overlap. This window matters more than raw talent. Many gifted generations miss their moment. Portugal have hit theirs. World Cups reward alignment. Timing often beats talent alone. When you step back and look at the full picture, the profile becomes clear. Portugal defend with discipline. They control midfield space. They attack with variety. Goals come from multiple sources. Pressure does not rest on one player. Mental toughness appears consistently. Recent champions share this structure. Portugal now mirror it closely. This is not a team built on moments. It is built on systems, habits, and collective belief. As the 2026 FIFA World Cup approaches, mentality, depth, timing, and leadership are all in place. The question is no longer whether Portugal can compete. The real question is whether they are ready to complete the journey they started years ago. Do you believe Portugal belong among true contenders? Share your thoughts in comments. And if you enjoy deep football analysis like this, subscribe to Enigma Path.